Hello, everybody, and welcome to your AEW Rampage review. I am Jeff of Ryan and Jeff, a couple of jars, and I am here for your Rampage review. Is it a few days late? Most likely. It was a weird, busy weekend, so neither of us really had a chance. He has kids, and I have a little bit too much going on sometimes. So yes, we are coming to you with a recording. This is not going to be live, but guys, please continue to watch, subscribe, and follow on both YouTube and Twitch. They are the best places to find us, especially YouTube. Please like, hit the notification bell, subscribe, um, and comment. Even though it's not live, we check all the time and we will read it and we will respond to the things that you have. So please do those things and in return, help us grow. This month, with us starting to put out more shows and being consistent with our shows, shocker, we actually were able to get around, I believe, a little over 100. Yes, we're brand new. So over 100 views in a month, which is not a lot per the people who are doing this all the time and have been doing this for years. But for us who are now finally consistently getting on it here in 2022, this is a hell of a cool start. So we have had 100 views to start off our first month of heaviness. Remember, you can see us with Dynamite. You can see us with Rampage. We have the AEW Dark/Elevation Highlight Show with Ryan. And then we will have wrestling this week in wrestling with me. And I will give you some news and notes of what's going on in this industry. So, guys, please do tag along and tag along for the ride from the beginning. Get in on the ground floor. It's like when we make it big, you can be like, I remember when those guys only got 2 views. But now look at us, big dogs. So yeah, guys, again, thank you so much for this. It's pretty cool to see that people are actually paying attention to the words we say. So anyway, all that out of the way, all the crap done. Let's get you this review. So AEW Rampage, in the Excalibur voice. So AEW Rampage was not bad. I'm just gonna put it right here, so like you guys don't care. I'm looking at myself, but I'm not. So we start off with Adam Cole versus 10 of the Dark Order. 10's been a wrecking machine lately. But so it was a fun match to see because Cole was a lot more. He had to be a lot more athletic to get this taken care of. It was obviously going to be an Adam Cole win. I believe this is going to be one of them scenarios where Adam Cole is going to fight half of the Dark Order, and it's going to get him to monumental levels there. So I'm interested in that. So obviously he wins. This is a win for Adam Cole. He hits 10 with a super kick, and then hits him with the boom. He gets the victory after the match. Obviously, he celebrates on the ramp with his boys of Red Dragon, of both Bobby Fish and his other boy, Mr. Kyle O'Reilly, the weapon, um, the violent weapon, right? But yeah, it was very. This is a long match. They got a commercial break out of it and everything. But it's good to see 10. I think 10 has come along so much since his beginning and being the Brody Lee protege kind of guy. But Adam Cole gets that win. This is basically going to be what we assumed it was going to be. You're obviously you're gonna have Adam Cole rolling going into Revolution against Hangman Adam Page. I'm excited about that. You're excited about that. Let's do that. Um, so he is ready. So obviously, this is also I forgot to mention in the match is the low blow segment again. Adam Cole has been really good with hitting the can't see me low blow and then turning it into a kick and then into the boom. So that's been the thing so far. So we'll see if that catches up to young Adam Cole. Next up, we had the qualifying match for the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Now, me and Ryan laughed about this the other on Dynamite, saying, "Could you imagine if Powerhouse Hobbs wins this match? There's going to be a whole lot of meat in a ladder match, which is very unusual for ladder matches. So to see a ladder match that would have Wardlow, Keith Lee, and Powerhouse Hobbs, like holy crap! What kind of ladder match are we getting? I guess we're not going to get the super jumpy ladder match that we're used to. And lo and behold, our joke became a reality. Um, Powerhouse Hobbs wins this match. It was a back and forth, basically, but at the end of the day, it was he kicks out. Hobbs kicks out at 2. Um, he tries it. He tries to send him over the ropes. However, he hits him with a spine buster that I think he sent him to like hell and back. Like he put him all the way up in the air. Uh, they also had a spot in this match where they tried to do the they tried to incorporate the Keith Lee spot from the other from Dynamite last week, where he threw him up in the air and he tried to kind of do that fly through the air thing. I still feel like Keith Lee's was the best, but it was cool to see that spot kind of like revisited already. But yeah, so he winds up getting his massive spine buster, and he beats him with the spine buster. He didn't even have to hit him with Town Business. He just hit him with the big spine buster, and he qualifies for the match. So Powerhouse Hobbs, it joins Wardlow and Keith Lee as big ball. Oh my goodness, there's some big boys in there. Not big balls. Good lord, that would be gross. Then we have Tony Schiavone with Jade Cargill backstage, and obviously she has Mark Sterling. Smart Mark Sterling is back there with him. Matt Hardy, in his weird erratic behavior, interrupts and challenges Jade to face Bunny next week on Rampage. Also during this, they're continuing Matt Hardy's really acting erratic, which is basically if you then watch BTE on Monday, they are going into the drug storyline with how Jeff Hardy got released from WWE by saying he was erratic and needs drug tests. And so that's why Matt left in the middle of the match. And then this time he did everything's extreme. So he did like the extreme John and he pushed it into Mark Sterling's face. So he said, wow, he's acting that's just bizarre. So I think this is all going to lead to him cracking. And then all of a sudden, Brother Nero is going to pop up and we're going to have a Hardy Boys reunion here in AEW. And I'm all for it. Give him a run. Why not? Who cares? After this, we had the Professor's 5-minute match, or the 5-minute rookie challenge. Serena Deeb gets Angelica Risk. I've seen her a few times on Dark Elevation. I don't watch it as much, so Ryan would probably be your best bet on any information known as Angelica Risk. So she kind of just beats her down pretty easily, and she's watching the clock. She even pulled her up a couple times, making it longer for no reason, I guess. And then she hits a crazy power bomb, and then she puts her submission where she pulls that like half Boston Crab thing and makes her tap. So it was another normal. That's another normal match for someone like Serena Deeb. I think she's going to keep doing this until one of the potentially signed free agents steps up. I don't know who they are, and I haven't seen anybody who says who they are. But you have Tony Storm, you'll have Athena. There's a lot of free agent women who are going to be able to take something and make a real match out of it. So we shall see. Maybe it's Tegan Knox. So we'll have to see who comes out to be like. I believe that's how her streak ends. There's going to be a real deal free agent's going to come in and kind of like be the surprise, and it's going to be a real match because it can't just always be Sheeta. That's how I figure. Next up, we have Switchblade Jay White versus Trent Beretta. But first, obviously, Mark Henry with his "It's time for the main event" interview. So Jay White and Trent are both in their perspective sides of their split screen there. So Mark Henry is asking Jay White, why did he try to destroy Trent Beretta? And White went through. And why did he go through the forbidden door? And you're seeing this, and this is what's really becoming an interesting story. He said that he did it as a favor to Adam Cole and the Bucks. And I think the interesting part about what you're going to see here is Trent, or I mean, Switchblade Jay White shows up. He's on every show. He's on New Japan. He's on Impact, and he's on AEW now, and he's helping all the factions of Bullet Club. At at Impact Surrender, I believe, this past weekend, he actually turned on he turned on God. So with Trent, or with, God damn it, I keep saying Trent Beretta, with Switchblade turning on God, bringing the Good Brothers into the Bullet Club once more to join Chris Bay and him. You're now saying that he's also helping Adam Cole and the Bucks. So are we going to get some kind of a Bullet Club war where Bullet Club is going to help? Like, I don't see. You're going to have to see whether it's like how they're going to split this. Is it going to be a mega show? I've been hearing a couple things there where they're saying maybe it could be like, because Tony Khan is working on something big, but he hasn't. It's not a talent, from what I think Sean Ross Sapp said, or it might have been Wrestle Talk, one of the two. But they said it's not a talent that he's working on. The big thing he's working on is, so most likely has to be an event of some sort. So my assumption is he's working on some kind of like a mega event where, like, and that would all build in with what Jay White is doing right now by blending all factions of Bullet Club into one. So if he does somehow get the Bucks, and you get the Bucks and Cole to join, and then your Bullet Club is like past and present, so it's a different era. But then again, I think you then have a power struggle. So maybe the Bucks join Switchblade in Bullet Club, and they go back to Bullet Club, and then obviously Adam Cole has his two guys with Red Dragon, so they can be undisputed elite or something. But that's going to be very interesting to keep looking out for. I feel like Jay White has become such a key player in this wrestling industry right now, and with the things that are going on within three companies, and he's pushing storylines for all three. It truly shows how special Jay White is. I was calling for him when there was free agents. I thought he would be the one when he had that like meltdown thing, and I thought he left New Japan. I wanted them to sign him immediately. I just think that Switchblade Jay White is too good to pass up on like that. So anyway, Switchblade Jay White does go up against Trent Beretta here with Orange Cassidy at ringside. There was no Danhausen. So it was a long match. Beretta and him go back and forth, back and forth. But then we have the commercial break. We come back from said commercial break. Beretta hits Jay White with a rising knee strike, goes for the pin. Jay White kicks out. Then they exchange blows back and forth. Trent looks like he's about to go for a buckle bomb. However, it is countered as Jay White gets him right into the Blade Runner, and it's end of story once he hits the Blade Runner. There was a couple cool spots. There was a cool spot in this where Trent came at him on the outside, and he just like kneed him dead in the face, like as he was coming at him full steam. For a guy who just had him, or just had like a knee surgery or neck surgery, Trent Beretta does not give a damn. Also a scary spot, but I guess it's what they were okay with it. Was he actually suplexed Trent Beretta over the ropes onto the hard part of the ring, so basically to the outside. He bounced off and went right to the ground. So that was a crazy spot. But these guys have worked a lot together and all, and it was a hell of a match. Trent is hell of a singles wrestler. One day maybe they'll find the right move and they'll push him to be more the guy who's helping and not the guy who's taking all the pins, but still being the Dolph Ziggler type of kind of thing. But Switchblade gets the win, as you should. It was that special 7 o'clock edition, so I think it was very cool that they put Switchblade as the main event on an earlier edition of Rampage. It kind of spiked some kind of interest. I believe. I think if people see, wow, is that Switchblade Jay White on a Rampage show, and it can kind of shock people, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, guys, I think this was a hell of a Rampage, to be honest with you. I think that every match was good. You get Adam Cole to open it, you get Switchblade to end it, and in the middle you get Powerhouse Hobbs, and you got a couple little segments here. You got a Matt Hardy segment, you got a Jade Cargill segment. She was all in green now, so because she's green as money. And Matt Hardy loves money, so it was kind of a funny little dynamic they had going there. But yeah, man, this was a great Rampage as usual. I thought this was actually one of the better ones. I like it was having it being Switchblade's first match in AEW was definitely something you wanted to sit down and watch. So Dynamite should be fun this week. Me and Ryan will both be back for that event. So right now, yeah, so it's going to be, I believe tonight. I'll post this today, but tonight you'll also probably have, most likely, Ryan will be putting up his AEW Dark Elevation highlight show. So there should be two things getting put on there today. And I'm a little bit busy, but I'm going to try to find a way tonight or maybe tomorrow to put out a news video before Rampage or before Dynamite, but we shall see. So guys, don't worry. Videos are going to be flowing on this all week. So continue to please look at our channels. Please make sure you hit that notification bell. The notification bell is the most important because if you hit the notification bell, you're going to see us. And every time that we go live or we place a new video up, and right now we're at 4 videos a week. So pretty much we're going to try to give you as much activity on this site as we can. We're going to give you some information. We're going to have fun with it. I'm going to dress like Hook every week. Just kidding. But really, hoodie game strong. And I promise it's going to be a good time. So, guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the views. This first month has been really cool. And, guys, we are going to keep on chugging along and put in the hard work in hopes that you guys continue to watch, tell your friends, and that we get this thing off the ground. So, again, guys, thank you so much. This is Jeff of Ryan and Jeff, and we are a couple of jars. Please, guys, thank you for watching.